Hello, ladies. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
How are
Uh,
you?
Hello.
Good.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, Dorothy. Dorothy's in the comments.
Hello.
I hear somebody. Hello. We'll
Hold
get
on.
started in about 2 minutes. Bye.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Tammy.
Hey, y'all.
I just put something up on the site that you might want to go look at. Stuff, ingenuity.
Okay, make sure it ain't locked.
Nakia, you said that to me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Under under instructors.
On the site. Okay. Let me go like that.
You shouldn't have to log in though.
Okay. No, I don't want that.
All right, it's 7:05. We're gonna get started. Good evening, ladies. Good evening. How's
Good
everybody
evening.
doing? My name is Dr. Lakia Conway. I am one of the founders here at Alpha Eta Phi Multiple Sclerosis Sorority Incorporated. And I am also the president. Who else is here? Go ahead, Angie, you want to go?
Oh, you want me to go first?
I just said who I was, so it's your turn, ma'am.
Hello, ladies. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to our third annual Meet the Founders event. I'm the vice president and acting secretary for right now. So tonight, a lot of your questions are gonna get answered tonight. We're gonna have a few of our current members speak, and you'll get to meet our intake coordinators as well. So I'll tell you a little bit about myself. So I was diagnosed with RRMS in 2019. It started out as vertigo, and I started out taking glutathione acetate, and I took that up until August of last year, and then I started on Kesimpta, which was probably the best decision that I ever made. Thank you to my soror sister and friend, Miss Audrey, because she started on it and she raved about it. So I got tired of doing the 3 times a week injections. I do it once a month now, and it has been the best medication. I haven't really had a lot of episodes with it, knock on wood. But it's been a journey. I still have the fatigue. I still get tired, all that good stuff that hasn't gone away. But it hasn't been too bad. But we are here to support each other. We're there for each other, despite whatever we're going through. And that's what y'all will be coming into, should you be chosen to come into the organization. So whatever questions y'all have, ask them tonight, so that we can get those answered for you. And I will give it back to Ms. Presidente. You're on mute, honey.
Sorry. I guess I should tell you guys a little about myself. I am married. I have a 15-year-old. She will be 16 soon. Um, what else about her? She's very fun. She's going into the 11th grade, so all of the exciting things, I guess, are coming up for me now. I was diagnosed in 2011, 2012-ish. I started out with optic neuritis. That's how everything came about. I started on Tecfidera, and then I went to Beta Seron, and then I went to Ocrevus, and now I am on Briumvi. So my journey has been very long with the different medications and finding what has been working to slow the progression of my MS. Um, so a little bit about AP. We are a beautiful sisterhood made up of it's 43, 44 of us now, 43,
43.
43 of us now. Um, we are fairly new. We've been around since, who knows? Let's see if somebody did their homework. Anybody know? When did we start it? Anybody? I know y'all stalked the website.
Is it 21?
Yes. It's stuff you wasn't supposed to answer.
Oh, sorry. Back on mute.
So we've been around since August the 20, we were founded August the 29th, 2021. Four beautiful ladies, myself, Angie, and two of our other founders. They are not with us tonight. They are actually on a leave. So hopefully if you all get through to the next phase, you will get to meet them. And we just wanted to develop an organization for women to get the kind of support that we get from our family and our friends, and just to be amongst those who understand what we go through on a daily, because everybody doesn't understand. They just don't get it. Um, so that's kind of how we birthed it. We sat around, we talked about it, and it just kind of came about. Angie, you want to add anything to it?
I think you covered it all. I mean, it was a lot of planning, a lot of long nights, a lot of crying, a lot of fighting. We did it all trying to form this, and this is our baby. It's our two lines that have came in after us as baby, and hopefully it will become y'all's. We rock hard for our organization, because we think it's important, especially in our community, to educate and advocate for this illness, because a lot of people don't know about it. And like Lakia said, a lot of people, if some of y'all are in some of the support groups on Facebook, there are a lot of people who do not have support, or family that support them in this journey. So it's good to have a group of ladies or men, because men have it too, that understand what you're going through. So that's what you will get with AP.
We also do a lot of events. Some of you ladies may have, if you're in the interest group, you should see some of the posts and some of the intake coordinators kind of interacting. But we have a lot of different events going on. Some of us, I think it's 3 or 4, maybe 5 of us, and some family members are cruising in July to the Bahamas. Steph's dancing because she's one of them and her family's going. Next year we are having a what did Alana call it? I forget the title of it, but we're coming together and almost like a lock-in. If you can remember, if you go to church and you've been to church and you know how you have a lock-in and they just lock the doors and you be in the church and there you just have fun and you do activities, you cook, you do whatever. So that's kind of what we're doing next August. And Tennessee. So we're really, really looking forward to that, and a lot of other activities that come up along the way, fundraisers. Anybody in the DMV, we're having our big crab feast, or if you want to travel to the DMV in July. So we have a lot of different things going on, MS things and things that are not MS related, because we are not always about, okay, let's MS, 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 MS. We are people too. We are human beings, and we want to learn and talk about other things. We have fun, we cry, we laugh, we joke, we do it all. Um, I want to say DMV may be the biggest chapter right now. DMV may be the biggest. North Carolina is not too far behind us. Um, and Atlanta is trying to catch up, but they're not. The South is trying to come, but it's just not working for them. Um, so yeah, that's us. So we have some of our intake coordinators here. We have Miss Jackie is here, Miss Tammy is here, Miss Alana is here, Dr. Audrey is here, and Miss Robin is here. Did I miss anybody? I think everybody's
Except for Paige.
everybody, yeah. So we are going to start with, who are we starting with? Jackie?
So if y'all got the program, you already talked about who we were. So now we're gonna talk about the new member process, and Jackie and Alana is gonna touch on that. I'm gonna share screen just so y'all can see what it looks like from the website point of view and what they're going over.
You have the flow chart.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Okay. Is that you, Alana?
you want the flow chart, or is this okay?
I'm doing the flow chart.
Okay.
Can you make it bigger, or do we have to do it on our end?
You'll probably have to do it on your end because I got it at max on my end.
Okay. All right.
Alana?
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay.
One of the things that I'm going to run through really quick, I'm not going to read it verbatim, is the membership requirements to become a part of Alpha Eta Phi. You must be 18 years of age, and you must have MS, multiple sclerosis. If you're a member of another non-collegiate sorority, your membership with Alpha Eta Phi will be, it's on a contingency basis. We have to think about that. That's something that'll be discussed, and we'll let you know long ahead of time before the intake process starts whether or not you are being accepted in. If you resign from another non-collegiate sorority, you have to let us know, because there is a waiting period. And I believe it's like 90 days you have to wait before you can apply for membership with us. It's very important that you let us know these things. We will find out. If you don't come forward with that information, that is grounds to not make the intake coordinating process. And you have to in order to become a member of Alpha Eta Phi, you have to join, or you have to be brought into the interest group first, and then from the interest group, you move over into the intake group. So those are just a few of the things, or the most important points that you need to know about becoming a member of Alpha Eta Phi. Those are the requirements.
Okay, and it's 5 steps to becoming a member. So a lot of you all, well, all of y'all should be in the interest group already, and that's kind of where your journey with Alpha Eta Phi begins, because while you're in the interest group, we're looking at your participation, how you are getting to know your sisters already. Like, it begins there. So tonight applications will open up, and they'll be open from the 24th until the 7th, and you'll pay your application fee. From there, you'll schedule your interview, and we'll have your interview. And I think interviews are going all of June, almost from the 10th to the 30th. So after the interview, we make our selections. And those of you who did a application fee last go round and didn't make it for whatever reason, you do not have to pay an application fee this go round. The application fee is $40, and you'll schedule your interview. We'll have your interview. We'll do our selection process. You'll be notified. I think the date for notification is July the 10th. I'm not sure. I think it's the 10th. And once you're notified, we will begin classes on August 1st. So the classes are a 12-week period. So that may be something you might want to consider from now to applying, that you're willing to commit 12 weeks, because classes will be every Tuesday and every Thursday evening. Um, After classes, we'll have induction, and after induction, you will be a SAR. And that's about it. Did I get everything, Alana?
Yes, ma'am, you did. The candidates are going to be notified between July 8th and the 12th.
July 8th. Okay.
So you get notification between the 8th and the 12th, and then you'll be able to move forward. Or if you don't receive a notification, you'll receive a notification one way or the other. We'll let you know if you've made it. We'll let you know if you haven't made it. If you haven't made it, yeah, go ahead.
If you didn't make it, you will not have to pay another application fee. We will automatically consult you before we start the process again next year. The same way those of you that didn't make it last go round will consult you this, and you won't have to pay a fee, and we'll just let you know if you're still interested and schedule you for an interview.
Yes. And then classes will be Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the days that we'll have classes. So like Big Sister Quiet Storm has said, or Jackie has said to us all, it's very important that you really think about the time that's going to take to dedicate yourself to this. This is something that we really take serious. This is our home.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, ladies. Up next, we're going to get some comments from 3 of our current members. So the first will be Alana. She came from our last line that just went over the fall of last year. So I'm gonna let you speak. Please keep your comments 2 to 3 minutes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. I am Alana. My line name is Sincere. I came in with the last line, and my time with Alpha Edify has been absolutely great. And when I tell you, ladies, they will offer you support. They offer you really good support. They love you. They open their arms to me. They've opened their arms to me. They have, my son just passed away, and I have to say that I got through a lot of this with my sorors, my sisters. They call every day to make sure you're fine. They read you like a book, these ladies do. They get to know you so well that they can read you like a book. And you can say, I'm fine. And they can look at you and tell your sister, no, you're not, what's going on? So one of the things that I love about them is the support that I get from them, the support and the love. So I say, this is a great sorority to be coming into, that you are going to make some great connections with some really great women. They are always motivating us to be the best that we can be. And I'm gonna wrap it up with, they let you be you, the authentic you. So come on, ladies, let's do this. Let's get it going. And that's all I got.
Thank you, sis. All right, Miss Stephanie. Stephanie is from our first line.
Yay, thank you, thank you. Well, like my sister just said, Alana, it is an awesome sorority, and I've counted a blessing and an honor to be a part. I am the chaplain of the sorority. I wow, I've prayed with so many of my sisters and they have prayed with me. They have pushed me. And like Alana said, they have gotten me through some tough times when I've gone through a flare. They're calling me if I'm in a hospital. And like she said, I'm good. And no, you're not. Like, talk to me. And then I start crying because I'm a crybaby. So they let me, like she said, they let you be you. And it's not like, oh, there you go again. They get it. They understand. We are all fighting this monster every day. And it just feels good because if I say I have fatigue today, they don't say, girl, just go to sleep or eat some apples or try to tell you stuff that other people do that don't live with this. They don't get it. They don't understand. But for people who can relate and understand, wow, it is an honor. And like I said, you will not regret becoming a sister, a soror of Alpha Eta Phi. The founders, I can't say enough about these ladies. And like they said, when they prayed about this and they thought about it and they cried about it, I know it was nothing but God that said, yes, this is needed. And like Alana said, I can't. I know it's only 2 to 3 minutes, but I wished I had 50 minutes to tell you how many good things has come about this with me and the sorority. I mean, I receive a card in the mail thinking of you, or email that says, have a great day. Things like that go a long way because you get tired of negative things all the time. So I love it. I love it. I love it. And I think she wanted us to tell when we was diagnosed. I can't even remember that part. But I was diagnosed in 2015. I started with Gilenia. I'm currently on Ocrevus and I'm doing well. I mean, I have lesions on my brain and my spine, but my last MRI, no new lesions. So that's a blessing. So I can't wait to welcome you ladies to this wonderful, wonderful sorority of Alpha Eta Phi.
Thank you, sis. All right, and our last soror is gonna be Miss Tammy. Tammy came out with Alana in our last line for the fall of 23. So go ahead, Miss Tammy.
Hey, ladies. Hey, again, yeah, I'm Tammy, and my line name is Candid. I don't know if anybody's been looking at me, but I really just have this RBF about myself where, I don't do too much smiling. That's the New York in me, that's just it. But I'm really nice. I'm really nice once you get past the shell. But again, my name is Candid because I keep it real with y'all. I keep it real with everybody. And I don't mean to hurt feelings, but sometimes it just happens. And my line sisters love me. I came through again with Alana, and our line, I'm gonna be honest with you, our line is tough. Our line is something else. I love my ladies. Well, last time I had a relapse, which was back in November, my ace, which is you'll learn is the first person of your line, she's the head of your line. She came to see me all the way from Winston-Salem, which is about two hours away, and I absolutely love that young lady. We had only met through Zoom, and she came to see me and we sat and we chatted and we chopped it up, and it was a wonderful experience to finally meet face to face. And so that's what this organization is all about. It's about sisterhood and finding yourself and being yourself and getting out there and supporting what the whole cause is. And I would tell you, ladies, don't fill out the application if you're not ready to work, because we work over here. We don't just sit back and woe is me, we have MS. No, ma'am, we're busy. This sorority is so busy. Look at us, we're doing this, we got something going on. Every time you turn around, the founders are creating an event, something to keep us going. So I'm gonna be honest with you, don't come over here if you're not ready to work, because if we see you not working, we're gonna get at you. We're gonna get you.
Tell them,
I
sis.
can't. Okay. I can't wait to meet many of you. I'm pretty sure some of you have talked to me in the interest group when I've been posting things or whatever. But I look forward to meeting all of you and going through your applications and interviewing with most of you. And I look forward to seeing you. Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy. See, that's our bodyguard. She guards the whole organization. But she is very sweet. She is. And I will give it to, she from my hometown, so she cool people.
Thank you.
And like she said, we take this serious. If y'all just understood what me and Lakia and our other two founders went through forming this organization, we take it seriously. And again, I agree with Tammy. Like, if you're not ready to work, I mean, we even don't apply, because we are an MS organization. We're all about getting out and into the community and letting the community know, because again, a lot of people don't know about MS. So we're all about that. We're all about getting together. We try, y'all know that stress is bad. We are a drama-free organization. We ain't about all that drama. So, you know, we try to, if there's issues, because with any organization, there's going to be issues. I said it to the first line, I said it to the last line. There will be conflict. Every organization has conflict. If you have been in an organization, there's been some kind of conflict, but we push for you guys to talk and work it out amongst yourself before it gets to us. It shouldn't have to get to us. Talk, we all grown, have a conversation and work it out and move on, your sisters. Move on. So with that being said, we're going to open up the floor for questions. So if you have a question, if you could please, just so that everybody's question gets answered, raise your hand and we'll acknowledge you over here and let you speak and ask your question. Now I know y'all got questions, because y'all be asking questions in the interest group. So I know y'all got them.
What we're not going to do is sit here and be quiet. Come on, ladies. There's questions out there. There's got to be questions out there about the process, about applications, about MS in general, what we do. I mean, there's got to be something out there.
Okay, I have one question, but I couldn't see the thing to raise my hand.
You can go ahead.
Okay, so is it I guess any localized chapters in my area of Georgia? Well, I'm in Louisville, Georgia. I'm close to Augusta, Georgia.
So I'm in Atlanta.
Okay.
Two more of our sorors, I'm in Lawrenceville, and two of the other sorors are in Lawrenceville, one's in Griffin. And then we just had one move from the DMV. We just took one from the DMV that's in Savannah. So we haven't formed any chapters here yet. Like the president said, we're still fairly new, so we're trying to get other things taken care of before we start forming chapters, and we want to make sure that gets done. But we get together. We try to get together a lot, because initially, before this last line came out, it was just me and Soror and Griffin. Okay. And that's an hour from me, so it's probably 3 or 4 for you.
Yes.
So we got together as much as we can, but even if we don't get together, we still talk. We check, like I said, we check on each other all the time. There's not like times where, especially if we haven't heard from you in a minute, we checking on you to make sure you still good. So, you know, we'll get together, and Augusta ain't nothing but a hot skip away from me. I get on the road coming to Augusta quick. So, okay. Yeah, I mean, even though you're in Augusta, we'll still at some point get together. We'll find a halfway spot if we have to, and meet up so we can meet each other and things like that. So it's not like you won't have any support.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
There's one question in the group. In the chat from Tierra?
One second. Angie, can you stop sharing your screen?
Oh yeah, sorry.
All right.
Go ahead, Tammy. I'm sorry.
I was just saying there was one question in the chat from Tierra. She wanted to know the hours for class on Tuesday and Thursday, and generally Tierra is going to be about 2 hours.
Okay,
we haven't quite decided the time yet, but it'll be a decent time, either 7 to 9, 6 to 8, something like that. It's going to be after work hours, hopefully.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. I don't have the hand symbol to raise the hand.
Okay.
My question was about the meetings as well, about the classes. The second week, well, from the 4th to the 10th of August, I'm a travel agent and I have a group going on a cruise and I'm going with them. So I'm not sure if I will have access, if we have Zoom access on a ship or not. So my question is there leniency if we already had something pre-planned and we can't make the classes for a day or two?
Yes, what I will stress to you, and all of them will tell you, communication is key. There was one of the sisters from the first line, she had a cruise planned with her husband, but she let us know. So it's going to be up to you to make sure you get with your sisters to see your front and back to see what you missed. But as long as you make sure that you are letting your intake coordinators know, hey, I'm gonna be gone here, and just make sure you're checking in with your sisters.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. It looks like we have a hand, Alexis. Alexis, you there?
She
She can't
she
unmute.
says she can't unmute.
Oh, let me see if I can unmute her. Did Lakia leave?
No, she's there.
Lakia, can you see if you can unmute her?
Let me see. I just asked her to unmute. She
It
said
won't
she
let you.
clicked on it. I don't know why it won't.
If you don't mind, Alexis, put your question in the chat.
Right.
Yeah.
And while she's putting her question in the, oh, there she go. My question was close to the previous question. Are you referring to what Lynn was asking about? Okay, you're going to Ghana from July the 22nd, July to the 22nd of August.
When in July? Well, class doesn't start until August, so you'll be gone for
Most of it.
you'll be gone for most of, that's a lot of class.
That's a
Yeah.
lot of class.
That's a
So
lot of
That's a
class to
lot of
miss.
class. That's a lot of class.
So I would
Might
either,
want to consider that.
yeah,
Reconsider.
either reconsider, or
Sorry.
I don't know what the time difference is. And maybe you can join in if you can figure out the time difference, but that's a whole lot of time to miss class and a lot to try to make up. And so if it's 5 hours, yeah, that's,
I want to
it'll
do
be,
next round.
you can do that, or I mean, it will totally be up to you. It's definitely a sacrifice. So, sometimes they have rolling power outages. Yeah, that's a lot of, I mean,
What?
a power outage we can understand, but if you simply can't be there for almost a whole month, then you may just want to wait until the next class, and get in and try to, go through the process with the next class. But if you think you can swing it that month and you want to take that chance, then by all means. But I definitely would think about it. Could y'all hear what I said?
I did. Yeah. I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
I did.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did.
Um, Alexa said, would my application fee be applied to that class? If you are going to, for the next class, so if you're wanting to apply for the next class, I would just wait and
Yeah.
apply and do everything next for the spring of next. So that will be what, spring of 25.
Mhm.
If I'm not mistaken, she applied last year.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
Mhm.
then you should be fine. Correct. Okay. So yeah, you
And
should be fine then.
Alfreda, if you can't hear, try leaving out and coming back in. That normally helps. So try to do that, and we'll let you back in. And I'm gonna let you answer this question, Driven. Andrea wanted to know what was included in the application fee and are there yearly dues?
So in the application fee, wait a minute, what's included in the application fee that helps to pay for the materials, pay for your binder, your manual, and it helps to pay for your gift if you are inducted into the sorority. There are yearly dues. The yearly dues are due January the 29th every year, and they are $100.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you
Anybody
hear
else?
now, Frida?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. I didn't hear the last question though, but okay.
So the last question she was just asking, Andrea was asking what was included in the application fee and are there yearly dues? So the application fee pays for like your learning material, your binder. Some of y'all might want because we give you the choice of whether you want to have your training manual mailed to you because some people just like hands-on, or if you want it emailed to you where you just have it electronically. It pays for that. It pays for your gifts because we do send y'all a gift for once you cross. It pays for the materials, so some of that, a lot of that stuff has to be printed. So it takes care of all of that. And there are yearly dues. It's $100 that's due on the 29th of January of every year. We got a question from the Allen Mediation Group.
I'm sorry, I forgot to change my name. I'm Cynthia Allen. Good evening, ladies. I'm just curious. I know that it's the sorority, it's about the sisterhood, and the purpose is educating communities about multiple sclerosis. Can you share a little bit about what the classes will entail, what we'll learn in the classes?
We'll leave that to one of the intake coordinators.
Yeah, so sure. During your, they're saying something in this. During your classes, we're going to take you from the ground up in terms of being a soror for Alpha Eta Phi. You're gonna go through sisterhood. You're gonna go through our pillars. You're gonna go through learning the foundation of AEP, and you're gonna do some learn Greek, and we're gonna learn lots of different things in the sorority that's gonna get you ready to be an active soror with AEP. So it's going to be 12 weeks of learning, 2 days, Tuesday and Thursday. And the platform has already been set. The book has already been made and written, getting ready to be printed. And you will learn a lot of things. I can't be specific because it's going to give everything away. But again, we're going to take you from A to Z when it comes to being a soror for AEP. We will not let you down, and the class does not disappoint. So, and you'll be fine learning everything and getting tested out towards the end. There is a test at the very end.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're fine.
Any other questions?
Can I just say something,
Yeah,
Angie?
yeah.
I just want to piggyback on what Tammy has said, as far as like the class and how it is, I guess, like how we do it. It's not like your normal sorority. I'll say that, like, because we understand that, everybody has memory issues, or well, we understand that it's not all, how can I say it? See, I'm having my own issues right now, but it's not we're not like so hard on like if you're not able to get it right away, like they've said before, like you just lean in on your sorority sisters to try to learn the material. So it's not like if you fail, like you're gonna like see everybody watch you fall. It's not like that. We are really like understanding to the fact that we have this condition. So I just wanted to say that part, just to add that in there.
Yeah, definitely. And just so you know, just let me add, am I on mute? Let me add this real quick. And just let me say, I was in the hospital during the last week of my class. I believe it was the last week of my class. And my sisters helped me out, and the founders helped me out. Everybody helped me out. And then I did my final about a week that I crossed over maybe about a week or so after I got out of the hospital. But even being in the hospital, they were understanding, and they didn't even feel like I needed to test or wanted me to test. But I was so adamant that I had gotten to the end and I was going to cross with those ladies. And I meant that. So, they're there for you. And if you happen to have a relapse, let us know, because we are very, very, very supportive. We all have it. And so we get it. We get it.
And she was,
it's important to help your sister too.
Oh, go ahead, Jackie. No.
Whatever you see your sister struggling with, it's important to reach back and help your sister up. It's supposed to be one band, one sound. When one struggling with something, you struggling with something.
That's right. And Tammy, when I tell you that this child was determined, she even had a sign on her hospital door saying she was testing.
Don't bother me. I don't want no meds. I don't want no meds. I don't want nothing. Don't check my blood pressure. Nothing. I'm testing right now.
That's how determined she was.
I meant it. Yes, ma'am. I meant it.
And you'll have, like I said, and like all of our sorors have said, you will have that support. We're not where we can't be like, okay, like Lynn was asking about, she already has something pre-planned. It's not like, oh, well, you can't. No, you can't do it. We're not doing that. We understand life happens. We still have lives outside of this organization. I'm married. I got a son. My son grown, but he still lives at home, so I still have a life too. Everybody on here has things going on in their life outside of this organization, so things do come up. Alana just experienced the worst thing that you could ever experience as a mother, and all her sisters were
These
behind.
ladies, yes, they got
behind her.
Got me
We
through it.
probably called her so much we got on her nerves. She probably wanted to disconnect her phone.
No,
that's how much we called her.
Nope, did not get on my nerves. I'm gonna tell you all something, that these ladies got me out of the bed every morning and helped me realize that one of the things that I want you all to understand about Alpha Eta Phi is they teach you to believe, they encourage you, not teach you, because they'll pull it out of you in a heartbeat, but they encourage you to believe in you. That MS is not the end all be all of everything, that we all have it, but they encourage you to do the best that you possibly can. And they will pitch in wherever we need to pitch in to get you all through whatever we need to get you through, because you're going to cross once you in that intake. We're not going to let you slip. Robin was everything for us. And she was our instructor for my line that just came across. Robin, and oh my God, I know we got on her last nerve. That she even speaks to me it's amazing, because we harassed her. We get to know each other so much, so well, that we knew that she, her cooking situation, and we would rag on her so bad, poor thing. And now we have a little baby Boz. Big sister Miss Boz has the little baby Boz coming through now. And so it's like, these ladies are here for you. Lean on them. And communication is a big thing. And I think that with your intake, when you move out, the intake place is where you are right now, is for us to get to know you, for you to get to know us. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of it. Ask questions. I learned with these ladies that there truly is no stupid question. So ask.
because it's always somebody else sitting back wondering the exact same thing that you're wondering. So open up and just be you, be real, and ask. And then when you move into the intake part of it and you start to learn about Alpha Eta Phi, you'll see what I took from it is that was the way to make us learn how to work within each other. You can't work in a community if you can't work in this group. So learn how to, it starts here. When you come across, when you're inducted, come in with your feet hitting the ground. Be ready to help each other out. Join committees. Be committed to the committees that you join, because you can't do anything in your community if you can't do anything with this group. So take it serious, learn as much as you can, and lean on each other. Lean on your intake coordinators. We've been there, we know. Trust me when I tell you, it's not as hard as you think. I promise you it's not. And it's easy to say that because I sound like Miss Robin, big sister, Miss Boss, when she said it to us. I was like, well, she just don't know. But she did. And she made us crossing over, us studying, she made it seamless. And that's what we want to do for you all. So open up and talk to us. Please talk to us. That's all. We're humans. We're all humans.
And I do want to say this, and Driven will agree with me. And Tammy, because Tammy's also in a D9. So she kind of understands and knows. We have some other ladies that are D9 too, but she knows and understands the process. It's a little different. The process is a little different because we're more of a chronic illness organization. However, what I want to stress to you is to make sure before you apply, you sit back and you think about your reason for joining this organization. And don't let your main reason be, oh, I just want to, I want to be in a sorority. I want to get letters, because it's more than that. It's way more than that. And like Tammy said, if you're not going to come to work, our whole reason for bringing this organization together is because I can only speak for me. I didn't know anything about MS. I'm the first person in my family to have MS. So nobody in my family knew about it. So for me, it was important when we formed this organization to make sure that we can get out and let the community, especially us, because it's hitting us harder now, so that we can get out and let these folks know, hey, this is MS, but it does not have to consume you. I always say, we have it, it doesn't have us.
Amen.
So we can still do what we need to do. When I got diagnosed, I was supposed to graduate from college that September, but I had to put that on hold. But I was determined, once I got my medications in October 19, I went back to school and I graduated that next September. So there's nothing stopping you. Even if you're immobile, you can still work. Jarkey can attest to that. Jarkey she's just blossomed like a whole flower from when she first came in here. So
it was right after diagnosis that I found Alpha Eta Phi. I was diagnosed in 2021, and then 2022 I found Alpha Eta Phi. So life was scary. And that's why my name is Quiet Storm, because I don't think I talked the whole intake process. So I don't think, I knew I wanted to be a part, but I was a woman of few words. So and Angie was just telling me, trust the process, and I did. And it's worth it. It's worth it. 12 weeks is a lot.
And
it's a lot. But it's worth it.
Alfreda.
I see it.
I'm trying to come off of mute. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I appreciate this meeting the founders and so forth, and I'm learning so much about the organization. But I have a question about the Zoom and so forth. With my MS, I have numbness in my fingers. So sometimes I don't use them. And so I know even in being in the interest group and going online sometimes, I would like to respond, but it's not a good day with my hands. And I want to know if that's going to impact me, because I don't go on the computer that much because of the situation. And how much, how is that? I don't want it to impact me. So that's my question. Like, will I still be able to do what I need to do if sometimes I don't feel my fingers?
You wanna
Before
answer that?
anybody answer that, can everybody mute because I'm getting a lot of feedback and I'm having a hard time hearing. Please, thank you.
Did you want to answer that, Driven?
How can I answer that? So let me see if I could just rephrase it. You said you have numbness, you don't have feeling in your hands, and sometimes it's hard for you to get online and kind of type and do this and do that and right? Am I on the right track? That's what you said?
Yeah, just sometimes they're totally numb. And
Okay.
yeah. And like now I'm trying to put my hand down. I'm having problems.
So I would say, do you use talk to text at all when you're trying to, let's just say you're sending a text message or you're writing a message or you're doing something with your phone? Do you speak into your phone to write the message for you, or do you just rely on like the simple texting method? Or if you sit down at the computer, you're speaking into the computer to tell it what to do, or are you just typing?
I type.
Okay. So,
It's not all the time. But
okay.
some days I just can't respond. Like when they're saying, "Well, how you doing today?" I just say okay instead of really going on and saying what I want to say because
Well, if you can't say it that day, come back the next day and say it.
oh yeah, okay.
That's fine. Just come back the next day and say it. But you
Okay.
will be required and you will know ahead of time when your tests are, when your quizzes are, when you have to post in the group. You will know all of those things up front so that you can kind of plan and prepare. And let's just say if you're not feeling well on Monday, but you got an assignment due on Wednesday, then you know Tuesday is your day that you got to get it done, given if you're feeling better. If things is just not going right and you're just not feeling it and you're really, really bad off and you can't do it, communicate with your sisters. Communicate with your intake coordinators. They are there to support you and to help you through it. Your line, your sisters, your front and your back will be your biggest support, your biggest cheerleaders. You all should be cheering each other on. Nobody left behind. One band, one sound.
Lakia, I don't know how to put up a hand, and that's embarrassing because I've done this before, but I'm on the computer. But I noticed that y'all have referred to front and back a lot. Do the ladies know what that is? That's my question.
Oh, they'll learn it.
Okay.
They'll
It's
learn it.
all in the class. Yeah, I tell you, we're
Yeah.
gonna take you from the ground up when it comes to being a SOAR for AEP. So even that part is in the learning.
We can't hear you, Angie.
I was saying Ingenuity had her hand up so she could go next.
Hey everybody, how are you doing?
Hey, sis.
So I'm Anitra. My line name is Ingenuity. I was just inducted into the last line that came. Elevated Elegance. Hey.
Hey.
So anywho, for I have a question for Alfreda. Is there like do you on days like that when you have your numbness in your hands, is there someone there that would possibly be able to help you?
In the evening there is someone. And I could tap things, but just some days, like a lot of typing, and I didn't know what it entailed. Like if you have to like type in answers to questions and things like that. Um, that's why I was just concerned about that. And it's not all the time, but we know MS is so unpredictable.
Right.
I might go 2 months with no issue, and then for a couple of weeks, I'm having finger issues where I just don't feel them. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. I just was wondering. Because like if you have somebody there that like say on a particular day you could be like, well, can you type this in for me real quick? I'm trying to get this question out, or I need to get this answer out. And then you're gonna have to
Okay.
get back out to the room, but I need you for a second.
Okay. Yeah, I
But
can
yeah,
do that in the evening.
yeah. I
And
just a
don't
suggestion.
then don't think that we're just gonna dismiss you because you're having an issue. There's ladies on here that suffer from the burning legs. I haven't had that because all my lesions are on my brain. I don't have any on my spine. Not gonna move. But we all deal with different symptoms. So, we are very empathetic and sympathetic when it comes to those things. We understand because we all go through it. So don't think that we're just gonna be like, oh well, Frida's having a bad day, she can't do nothing. No, well, it's never gonna be that way. We don't do that. We'll be there to still support you. You'll have your line sisters and they'll be there to help you out as well. So just my biggest suggestion or advice that I can give you is to, when you're going through that process, to lean on your sisters as much as you can, especially while you're going through that process. You will have all of us eventually, but while you're going through the process, it's gonna be you and your line sisters at that point. So lean on your line sisters. You'll have the intake coordinators there to answer any questions. If you need them for anything, they'll be there, we'll be there. So you'll still have that support that you'll need. So don't think that, when you have that day where you just can't feel your fingers, that we just gonna leave you laying to the side. We won't do that.
Thank you.
And you're welcome. Row.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing that you basically just said as far as like leaning on your sisters. I don't know if it was in my line or the line that just recently crossed, but if you can get with your line sisters when you're having the issues with your hands and stuff, maybe they can type, like what you're trying to say for your homework assignment or something like that. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind, doing that, because I think that that's what happened. I want to say it was either the last line or our line, but you could probably get one of your line sisters and they could type your homework assignment for you, call them up and say, hey, I'm having the issues with my hand. And then they may be able to step in and help you out that way too. That's just another suggestion as well.
So you already reaping the benefits of being part of this organization. This is everything you seeing from all of these ladies is sincere, and this is how they are. They cool people that have you back. That's what you'll have. We like second family to each other. So you'll have that. Come on now. I know y'all got some questions now.
I see a couple people left already, so.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, okay.
See, you gotta watch out for her when y'all in class because she pay attention to everything.
She sure do.
Detailed. She is very detailed.
Yeah. See a couple people on left, so I'm taking note. Taking note, baby.
But I also want to say this. Y'all are in the interest group for a reason. So try your best, because that's something we're looking at too, how you interact. Because how you interact there it kind of flows over to how you're going to be once you come into the organization. So make sure you're interacting with the ladies that are in there, talk to them, get to know them, especially if they're in your area. Get to know them. And if they're, you're gonna be traveling, like if Lynn's in North Carolina and she gonna be traveling to Tennessee, if Andrea's in Tennessee, then y'all can meet up. I mean, even though y'all aren't in yet, y'all can still get together and do those things. I think Ro and Jackie did that before they got into the organization together. They were two peas in a pod before they got to the organization. So you still can make those connections beforehand. So get to know the ladies that are already in the interest group. There was one young lady, I think Daisy's gone, but Daisy's been following us since we started, but she couldn't sledge the first line because she was pregnant at the time. But I think she's going to this time. So, just take advantage of the people that you meet in that interest group. They're going through the same thing you're going through. Lean on them, talk to them. If y'all want to exchange numbers, if you feel comfortable doing that, do that. And go ahead and get to start knowing these other ladies because these are some of those ladies are going to be the ladies that are going to be going through this process with you.
Where are a lot of the ladies from? I heard there's a couple from North Carolina. I'm in Greensboro. If anybody else is in North Carolina,
you in Aggie Town.
Hey, hey.
So
I'm telling you, North Carolina, we coming up.
And I can't stand it because the DMV already done took over the whole organization. But we do have ladies in Charlotte. I think most of the ladies are in Charlotte.
Okay.
You have, I think Stephanie's in Rocky Mount.
Okay. No, I'm in Zebulon. No, I'm in Zebulon. Zebulon.
I keep forgetting you move. I'm sorry. So that's still close to Raleigh, right?
Yes, like 15 minutes from Raleigh.
Okay. So you got them in North Carolina, Roe, and I think one other person's in Virginia. The bulk of them is up in the DMV area.
Okay.
And then you got 5 of us down here in Georgia. We have 2 sisters. I think one of them's in here from Louisiana. We have sisters in Texas, Tennessee. So we get, as we grow, we're spreading out. So it's more opportunity for us to travel to other places. So you got sisters everywhere. Lasagna. Am I pronouncing your name right? Lasagna? Lasagna?
You are.
Okay.
Wait. Somebody from Chicago. Hold on.
I forgot about Chi-Town. Forgive me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
y'all gonna have to stop with that one because Chicago is the house. All right, finally.
That's me. That's me.
All right. Welcome, sis. Welcome. Come on now. Get in this class. Get the class.
Oh, sorry, Lasagna. Go ahead.
I'm here in North Carolina.
Right. Might share some White Castle stories with. All right now.
What part of North Carolina you in?
Concord.
I know that's near Charlotte, ain't it?
That's
it's not
right.
far from Charlotte.
Yep, it is.
See, I ain't gonna hate on North Carolina coming up because that's where I'm from. So I'm not gonna hate on y'all. I'm only hating on the MV.
No, because you belong here.
I know that's my birthplace. So I ain't gonna hate on North Carolina. Even though I'm a peach, I ain't gonna hate on y'all. So I ain't got no love for the DMV right now. Y'all getting on my nerves.
And we ain't worried about numbers anyway. We can be smaller in numbers, but we're gonna be a force.
Yeah, because we like, just so that y'all know, like, so one of the sisters, I forgot about Buffalo. We got 2 sisters up in Buffalo, Ingenuity, and then Z, they're from Buffalo. But Z is from Charlotte. And she came down here she went to Charlotte last summer. She was like, hey, let's get together. So we all got together. And now we're doing that every summer where we meet in Charlotte every summer. So we were nice and decided to include the DMV people. So, so that's going to be something we do every year.
I'm bringing my wedding to Charlotte next year. So I can't wait.
Yeah, Charlotte's a beautiful place.
Yes, it is. It is. So yeah, y'all, North Carolina's growing. I ain't mad at y'all, right?
All I seen was cheering when I came back on. Now, what y'all cheering about?
Oh, because North Carolina's growing. North Carolina is growing, and I ain't hating on North Carolina because that's my home state. I'm just hating on y'all DMV folks.
All right. It's some hands up here.
Did you have a question, Lasonia?
No, I didn't. You answered every question I had. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Miss Tammy and then Sunshine.
I'll let Sunshine go. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Soror. I just wanted to say to the question of, where are people located? I am from the mighty DMV, so I'll start there with all of my sorors that are there. But just remember, like we're growing and we are spreading the word. And once you spread the word, like more people from your area, and it was just mentioned about Z, who's in Buffalo, New York. Like she was holding it down by herself. And somebody else comes along. So it's growing and more people will come. So please don't ever let, well, I'm the only person in this geography, this geographic area, by myself. Because you're mighty. We are the mighty AEP. And more people will come. They will follow you because people need to know. They want to know. They should know about AEP and multiple sclerosis. So I just, just don't let that stop you if it is just you, because we are growing.
Definitely spread the word, because a lot of people, they don't know that we exist. And unfortunately, with a lot of, we do a lot of word of mouth through social media, but you have all of these different groups and there's so many different restrictions. You can't do this, you can't do that. So as founders, we can't necessarily post in those groups flyers and stuff, or what may be going on, or if we have an event like this. But if you're a part of the sorority, you can. Hey, let me tell you about blah, 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 blah. You'll be interested in this. Or, hey, I found out about this sorority. You should join the interest group and see if you like it. So it's all about word of mouth. We're on TikTok. I think we're on everything. TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I think the only thing we're not on is Twitter. Is it still a Twitter? I don't even know if it's still a Twitter, but we're on everything. So, oh, we're not on Snapchat. That's the only other one, because I don't know nothing about that. But spread the word. And that's how we get new members in. Tammy?
Yes. Thank you. I was gonna say that again, I cannot stress enough how busy we are. But we're not just a weekend sorority. We are not just a Saturday sorority. So if you think you're not going to join because, we do things through the weekend and that's your time. No, we do things on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays. We do things throughout the week. Primarily, it will be in the evening time. When people are more apt to be off work, but not me, my crazy self. I work evenings. So I'm at work right now while I'm meeting the founders. Okay.
I'm at
So
work too.
right. So you find your niche and you find your way to get in where you fit in. But there's sometimes, during the day, I may not on a Saturday, or I'm sorry, during the day. We don't do much during the day throughout the week. There's not many of those that I've seen. But just so that you will be able to do things and join with us, because again, we do things throughout the week. We do them in the evening time. We do Saturday. We even do meetings and stuff, some things on Sundays. So you won't be let down. You're not going to not be busy, but I just want to be transparent in terms of what we actually do. We do things throughout the week. So again, if you're not ready to work, get off the call and don't even do the application.
I told y'all she was blood.
I'm telling you, that's the one.
But sometimes, I will say this, but sometimes you need that only because I think sometimes that people, they'll see an organization, even when they even try to pledge D9, because D9 is a lot stricter when it comes to their pledging process. So there's just certain things that you can't and ain't gonna do trying to get into a D9. Now, even though we function as a sorority, we still are different in terms of what our sorority is about and how we function in terms of MS and the things that we do as far as our sorority is concerned. But we still have to, this is still a business. It's an organization, but it's still a business. So we have to run it like one. And we have to make sure that we are doing things, as Driven likes to say, in decency and in order. And that's what we like to do. We have, matter of fact, Sunshine, she is the committee lead. We have committees. She's the committee lead for our marketing committee. We have so many different committees in here. We have our book club committee chairs in here. Our prayer committee chairs in here. So we have a lot of things going on. And I would say, just like with the application, like once you are in, if you sign up for something, make sure that you are able to find the time to get to those things and be involved, because you're signing up for them. You know in what capacity you can work. So if you know you can't, don't sign up for those committees.
Yeah.
But I don't want to delve too deep into it. But just make sure that you're joining for the right reasons. So before you fill out the application, just think about your reasons for why you wanted to be a part of this organization. Did y'all have any other questions? Even you old heads, you saw us.
And where will we be able to find the application?
I'm gonna go over that at the end. If nobody else has any more questions, I can kind of let you guys know. So the application, that's kind of what I was doing in the background, is now active. Can somebody go to the site real quick just to make sure?
You want me to share screen? Because I still got it up.
Yeah, you can share screen just so I can. You may have to refresh the page though.
Okay.
For the site.
And LaSonia, I saw your message. You're good, sweetheart.
So go to seeking membership. It should be so. The first tab takes you to the actual application. And you'll be able to. You have to put your email address in. Blah blah blah. Just follow the steps. Now, Angie, go back. All right, now go to the bottom one. I'm going to change it so that it says fee or something like that. So when you click on that, ain't nothing happening. So don't worry about where it says nothing to book. This is where you would pay. Website is acting funky, but this is where you would pay your application fee. If you click on it, just so I can make sure that it works. It works. You would go through the steps. I believe it's PayPal, it's Afterpay. You put your debit card in, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and all that, blah, 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 blah. All on the next page.
No,
So, okay. Please, please, please make sure you are putting your email address in. Oh, and Sezzle, I forgot about that. So please make sure you are putting your email address in and spelling your name correctly, because that's going to be a way that we contact you. Please, 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 if you're not in the interest group, please join the interest group. I cannot tell you how much that the intake coordinators, myself and Angie, also drop in there every now and then, are watching. That's where we are watching and seeing how you interact, seeing if you're even active on the page and communicating and answering some of the questions, or just dropping an article or resource or something. We want to see you interacting, because that shows us what you're going to do if you get over here too. And if you're going to be a vital part of our organization. So that's that works. So the application is live. Jackie told you ladies earlier, the application will be open for 2 weeks, I believe. I don't have the exact dates, but I believe the applications will be open for 2 weeks. Please get your applications in. Please spread the word. And we will, I guess, see you ladies on the other side. Angie, any last? I see some of our other stores in here. You ladies have anything to say? Want to say hi? Anything? If not, we can go ahead on and dismiss. Any other questions, please make sure you drop them in the group. Somebody will respond to you in the group. Ingenuity said, good luck, ladies. She was once y'all on the other side, not too long ago.
Nakia,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Where can I get this recording from? From you to be able to watch this recording again?
I got
Angie's
you.
gonna, yeah, Angie's gonna download it.
Okay.
She's probably gonna
Thank
download
you.
it and put it on YouTube, and she gonna do what she do to it, but she'll post
Okay.
it at some point.
Okay. Sounds
I
good.
have it done.
Thank
I have it done before then. Tomorrow I'm off tomorrow, so I have it done by because I have to compress it down.
you. Okay.
But I
Okay.
got
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. One last, any more questions? Anybody? Remember, no question is a dumb question.
you.
Shakita says she'll see y'all on the other side. She's a soror too.
Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome, and
You're
thank you.
welcome.
We thank y'all for taking time to come to the Meet the Founders. We've been doing this since we started. We do it every year. Just as a way for y'all to kind of get to know us and get to see some of the ladies that are already in the organization and hear about their experiences within the organization. So good luck with everything. Good luck with your interviews. Be yourself. Be your authentic self. As one of our other sorors said, when you go through that interview process, because if you don't, Candy gon' know you fake. She gonna know. But y'all, good luck to each and every one of y'all. We look forward to seeing
Yes.
y'all on the other side.
Big Sister Resilient said, see you on the other side.
Yes.
Thank you.
Forward to working with you, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Y'all
Good
have a
night.
safe Memorial Day
Good night.
weekend.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Night.
Andrea, did you have your hand up for a question? Or is that
No,
old?
I'm sorry.
Oh,
It was the waving hand.
oh, okay. All right.
Have a good holiday, everybody.
You too.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Oh, she is woke.
I
The
know
baby is
Jenna.
woke. Don't do her. Don't even do it because I see your face. Don't do her like that.
And she
Don't.
wants milk. And I don't want to give her any milk. The milk shop is closed right now. Say
No,
hi to your aunties.
the milk shop.
Hi.
The milk shop
Go.
is
Oh, don't be
never.
crying.
There she go. She won't let it go. It's Lakia's fault for
How?
then. Oh, breastfeeding so good and
Oh,
delicious.
no, no, no. It is
Oh
not
my
my fault.
goodness. We were in her brother's orthodontic appointment and she just drooling at the mouth. And I'm like, we're not about to do this in this people's office now.
You can do it. They have blankets for
Well,
that.
I know, but she was really like foaming at the mouth. Like, man, leave me alone. For real. She's like a shark in the water. She smells it.
Are you pumping or no?
I started a little bit, but I would prefer to just exclusively breastfeed if I,
Yeah,
because it's easier in my opinion. That
yeah.
pump and trying to measure and the bags and it's too much.
It's extra.
Right. It's an extra step, but yeah. Good night,
Good
Alana.
night, Alana.
Y'all have a good holiday weekend.
You
You
too.
too.